another development at the Federal Executive Council meeting on Monday, there was an approval for the establishment of the National Citizens Value Brigade in primary and secondary schools to promote national values and cultivate role models. This initiative was announced by Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, saying the brigade is aimed at addressing the erosion of values among younger generations, which has contributed to various forms of misconduct. In addition, a national value charter and standardized national symbols will be incorporated into school curricula and public service training. The National Orientation Agency is said to oversee this effort, including ensuring proper display of national symbols like the flag and Naira note. This initiative is part of the government broader push for value reorientation and sustainable development.
But beyond that, he also undertook a trip to Borno State in addition to the series of high-level government representation that has gone to that city. Members of FEC stood all through with people of Borno State, and we do hope that even as these disasters are bound to happen from time to time, care has been taken to look at issues that could mitigate the occurrence of those in the future. And the Honorable Minister of Water Resources will give a detailed account on not just of what has happened in Borno State, but also about the after effect of the flooding itself. In other words, what happens the day after the water recedes finally. Let me invite at this point the Honorable Minister of Water Resources to give further insight into what FEC deliberated as regards the issue of the flooding in Borno State. The Honorable Minister. Council has approved a number of changes in our policies to strengthen our national values system. The chief of which is that the National Citizens Value Brigade has been approved to be established in all primary and secondary schools, as you have heard from the Honorable Minister of Education. Of course, this will raise model citizens among Nigerians. We have noted, Council has noted the gradual erosion of our values, especially among the younger ones, and this is giving rise to the kind of misbehavior and attitude that we see that is out of tune with our tradition and our norms and our upbringing. So Council has noted that there is the need for strengthening and going back to these core values that Nigeria is known for over time, for which we know that there has been some kind of decline. So today Council said, first, the National Citizens Values Brigade will be established, not just in primary schools, in secondary schools.
As always, one or two policies were approved in relation to education in today's FEC. The first of which was approval for some infrastructure for some institutions in the sector. University of Ibadan, which was established since 1948, is having its first Senate building, and which is meant to accommodate, tens of offices and principal management of the university. And then you may recall of recent, NECO had released the results of examinations it ran of recent for millions of Nigerians. And the Council today approved the process and the cost associated with that. And then lastly, through a memo which came through my colleague information, something important which touches on education also came up. He will elaborate on it, but I'll just mention the part which connects with what we are doing. Members of the press will appreciate that there's a general concern about behavior and conduct of our young ones in the country and our social values. And you know, probably as a fact also that civic education is a compulsory subject in the secondary schools. But with all that, we are still having some deterioration and serious concern about our national values. And so that's going to strengthen what we are doing. And we are rolling out actually a new curriculum for all schools in Nigeria from this October, for primary schools and for all secondary schools, which is supposed to incorporate knowledge, skills, and values, especially with a special focus on skills, so that our students, when they graduate, they will have skills that they can connect with the economy. So what that means is that it's going to strengthen the national values that our students will be graduating with. So these are